Hello everybody, Mr. Mitchell here giving you a video tutorial on how to play the Geography of Industry game. First off, here's a picture of Darth Vader. You'll see what he has to do with our lesson in just a moment. If he were German, how would you pronounce his name? Now, in Germany, the W is pronounced V, and therefore the V, is that pronounced W? If this is true, then his name is actually Darth Wader. It doesn't sound so menacing when pronounced like that. But I'm not interested in the Germanness of Darth Vader. I'm interested in the German pronunciation of this man on the right, Alfred Weber. Alfred Weber was not only a pioneer in the fashion industry, developing the I will pull my pants up to my throat look, but rather he was influential in the field of philosophy, sociology, and most importantly, geography. In the late 1800s, Alfred Weber took a look around the changing world around him. And he saw factories and the development of cities in industrial Britain in the late 1890s. And he said, there seems to be a pattern here with the way that factories are developing. Taking a look at this picture, what do you see? Well, the game we're going to play today is an adaptation of the theories of Alfred Weber. And he is a person who developed an economic theory which we still apply today on where factories are placed and why. So, have you ever been driving in a city and you're in maybe a neighborhood, but all of a sudden you get farther and farther outside the city and the landscape starts to change? All of a sudden it's not houses and parks and schools, but factories and trucks, and it seems a lot different, like maybe nobody lives there. Well, that's probably an industrial location where products are made to be delivered to cities and loaded onto trains to be taken far and wide. But why are factories located where they are? Today we're going to play a game that will teach this very principle. So now you can go into the file that I've shared with you on your Google Drive. It's called Geography of Industry file. Now you can also click on the link on the presentation that I'm sharing with you right here, and you can read the directions of this game and they will clarify how to play it. I will also be submitting a game board to you so you can play along. The principle that this game is trying to teach is that raw material, which are the materials that finished goods are made out of, everything that we own that is a manufactured product is made from some sort of raw material. Your shirt is made from cotton, your shoes are made from rubber, your sunglasses are made from plastic and steel perhaps. But in any case, everything that we own that is a product of an industrial industry is made from a raw material. So let's take steel, for example. Steel is used in many products around the world, and it's mined from iron ore. Now, in the United States, in northern Michigan and Minnesota and Wisconsin, they iron they iron they mine iron ore and then ship it across the Great Lakes. Now, why do you think that shipping from this area of the country goes along this water route versus taking a land route over here? If you answered that it's cheaper to transport the goods across water, which are very heavy, then you are correct. It's a lot more expensive to take raw iron ore across lands by train than it is to simply put them on a barge and ship them across the Great Lake network. Now, in this area of the country, there are a lot of industries, and one of them is the steel industry. You look here in a city called Cleveland, they make a lot of steel here. And that's because it is appropriately placed for cheap transport of raw materials, cheap and abundant labor, and it is well suited for export on an international market. Take a look at another industry, the beef industry. So I'm not going to show you a video on making hamburgers. That may be rather grotesque. But if you think about it this way, cows are essentially a raw material. And cows are grown in feedlots such as this. And in these feedlots, cows are raised to mature age and then slaughtered in a slaughterhouse which is nearby. Now, again, why are the cows not moving great distances before they go to the slaughterhouse? Well, it's because it's expensive to move cows great distances. So if the cows are raised and slaughtered in this area, why is it that why is that so? Well, again, it's because if you raise and process cows right outside the city, you have a large network out of Denver with which to ship those cows for sale on the national beef market. So Alfred Weber predicted that as the Industrial Revolution grew and factories were built, they would follow a pattern. He broke his principle down into two main points. Number one, factories would be placed where the most expensive things, finished goods, to ship wouldn't have to go far to get to the people, and they would be located where the labor cost was low. As you play the game, you may notice that the cheapest place to place your factory is the place right outside the city. And this is true if you look around in cities today. The factories are not in the city, they're not far away from the city, but rather they're just right outside. This has to do with low cost of transportation and low cost of labor. Was Weber right? Well, I think he was. His principle still stands today. But in a changing world where transportation is global and markets are global, the global market is a lot different. So, how do you think that globalization has changed or influenced Weber's principle today? We'll learn more on this later. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the game. And um, if you have any questions, always come see me. I'm here for you.